Mr. Secretary, I appreciate you being here. As you've highlighted concerns about the potential for unfair treatment of American tech companies in the EU, which could potentially force them to make costly operational changes, can you share with us some of the steps the U.S. government's taking to promote a level playing field and prevent discriminatory practices like excessive fines and forced business model changes under regulations like their Digital Markets Act?
This is a key topic for us in our trade negotiations with the European Union. We have a huge trade deficit in goods with the European Union, $235 billion. So they're just getting great advantage of us. And so part of our reciprocity is they also attack our great technology companies because they don't have them. So they write these bills, but basically they could just write America in the bill because they're only attacking great American companies. And it is the Trump administration's view that that is unacceptable. That if you want to have a trade deal with us, you're going to take your foot off of the necks of the great American companies and treat them with respect, especially if you're taking this much advantage from us. So we are looking at that as a one combined way of thinking, and that's why we get calls from American companies that say, thank God someone is finally looking out for us.
Can you elaborate on what steps the U.S. would take if the EU tries to regulate American AI through DMA or other regulatory means?
I think the president has made it clear that he views trade and that they have a $235 billion trade surplus with us. And he will say, well, if you're going to treat us poorly, we're going to treat you poorly. And if you want to treat us well, we'll treat you well. Let's be reciprocal in how we treat each other. You're taking advantage of us, and I think the president will make sure, since we are the inventor of all of the leading AI chips of the world, we, America, are the inventors. We create it all. We make them in Taiwan, that's another topic, but we invent it all. We need to protect our intellectual property, and we need to make sure our compute power is here in America.
Mr. Secretary, in your testimony, you mentioned the removal of more than 50,000 fraudulent goods and services from the trademark register. Can you expound upon your efforts to counter trademark fraudsters, especially those that are foreign entities?
What is common is that a great American company puts a trademark out, or even a young American company, and these other companies, and generally China is the leader in it, but they're not exclusively. They then file thousands of trademarks, modifying it slightly all around it and sort of circle you and use our laws against us. And so the idea is for us to bring technology to the patent office, find them all, and get rid of them so that we can protect our American companies' trademarks and make it proper instead of being sort of surrounded by these AI-created trademarks. And that's the technology we're bringing to the patent office. The Commerce Department is going to be so much more technologically capable when we are done with this administration. You won't be able to recognize it as compared to what was there before.
Let me ask you about the BEAD program. Yesterday, you told our Senate colleagues that states must choose the cheapest option under the BEAD program. Under the previous administration, we know mismanagement and misguided attempts at policy outcomes like rate regulation significantly slowed the implementation of that program. Can you comment as to what steps you're taking to deliver on what the previous president was unable to do, and can you clarify how you define cheapest option?
Sure. The Congress authorized broadband access to across America, and I want to make sure we get the benefit of the bargain, which means there's three ways you can do it. You can do it by fiber, you can do it by what's called fixed wireless, like Wi-Fi, we all understand, and of course there's satellite. Whichever is the most efficient option to get somebody broadband, that should be the only rule. Let's have the outcome be the determiner. And if it's a tie, then of course we don't care at all which one you pick. But don't run fiber. They had proposals where they were running $100,000 fiber to a house that was appraised at $100,000. That's silly. So whichever is reasonable. So what we've asked all the states to do is rebid just with reasonable technology and then we'll get the money out the door. In the calendar year 2025, the Biden administration had 30 months, and they got 0 out the door. So that's the difference between the Trump administration and the Biden administration. We will get the money out the door.
Thank you for keeping the taxpayers in mind. Appreciate it. Yield back.